Okay. Luke is still typing. Is it? I'll give you some seconds. Clarice, if you were, did you get time to work on this? 72, 71,
No.
5, 6, 5, 6, 8. Wow, that's every question then. 70. Sorry, Clarice, you're saying?
I didn't. I was like sick.
Ayo, okay, no worries. Anyway, these extra questions that I gave, I noticed I haven't gone through during class, so I quickly go and make a worksheet. So, yeah, isn't I took now yours already. So, yeah, that's why you see a lot of careless mistakes. Sometimes when I make my worksheet, I got some inspiration. I'll just keep that. I'll just do them, and I'll do them manually. Sometimes I get some careless mistakes. So I hope those wouldn't bother you all too much. As I said, you all don't need to see me like, sometimes students see teacher like God. You cannot offend me. You can just, if I make a mistake, I will just thank you for spotting it, and we'll just work on it together. And I also say, I think when we are learning stuff, the concept is important. So of course, when I teach you, I don't think I'll accidentally, carelessly teach the wrong concept. But if I ever print out the wrong answers, I have a typo, sometimes the same question shows up twice, just bear with me. All these things, you are one of the first few people that are receiving it, because I'm making all my notes from scratch. And those who know me, I started this for 1 year. So between last year and this year, I've been working on all this, and hopefully it will get better as time passes. Actually, more or less done already. Every subject that I teach, I think all 99% okay already. But every time I feel like there's something to do, I'll just add it in. So bear with me if there's any. But this one I didn't give out answers, so there won't be any mistake. Okay, I'll just quickly tell you generally. You all know generally how to solve, right? So for example, 62. Clarice, would you know how to solve 62? Just looking at it, no need to do anything.
I don't know, sir.
You're not sure, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so these questions are a particular type of. Sorry, let me reopen. It's a particular type of indices question where you are expected to solve. Who can generally tell me what is the meaning of solving?
Find X.
Find X, but of course this question got X, got P, got M, doesn't matter, just find the algebra. So we need to learn the skill of finding X when they are presented inside exponents. You all still remember what is an exponent? I use the word exponent, sometimes I use another word, but they mean the same thing. What's another word for it?
Power.
Power is not the professional way. There are two professional ways to say it. This is my cover page my notes. You can call it exponent, you can call it, this is the title of this chapter. Hey, nobody knows the title of this chapter?
Indices.
Indices. So it's index. So all these top little stuff, they are called index. Okay, so when we are solving indices equation, the most important thing is you must make sure the bases are the same. Base is the big number. Okay, for those of you who, I know in math, a lot of people don't bother about terminology, but please pay attention. If you didn't know, go and copy it down. This is called the base. It's all in my notes. This is called the index or exponent. When I say this, who is a bit surprised? Who is a bit unsure that this is what it is? Anyone? Anyone is a bit wasn't sure of these names? Hey, anyway, how come I don't see everyone? Sorry, who is missing? Luke, Clarice, can you all show up or not? Yes, thank you. Right. So I know you are present, so I know you are participating. Okay. Can this base and index? I hope everybody knows. So for question 62, since Clarice wasn't very sure, we just talk about it. As long as the base is the same, which for question 62 it is already, we can ignore the base, we can extract the index and equate them. So the first step for 62 is instantly this. Clarice, are you following?
Yeah.
And then of course this is like step 1 now. So you jump here, jump there, you get the answer. Can see here. Can? Is everyone okay with this? Can? If you follow, raise your hand. This is very easy. So every question will do the same. So whoever didn't know how to do 63, your job was to equate these two. Because the base already the same. So there's nothing much to do. I just literally copy the left index equals to the right index. Can you see? Minus 1. Okay? Can you see or not? Then you shift here, shift there. For this question, you get 4p equals -1, p equals -1/4. Are we okay with this? We should be, right? Not difficult. So question 64, a bit of trouble already. What is my trouble? Who can tell me? Ben, Amir, and tell me what's the stress I face in
The
64?
different base.
Different base. So you're gonna make the base the same, right? How do we do that?
Times 4 to the right.
Times 4 to the right. So who's talking? Keith.
Yeah.
So Keith is saying this. Oh, sorry, wrong pen. Keith is saying I times 4 to the right. Sorry, this paper not very big. I need to write smaller. This is Keith's suggestion. If you agree, raise your hand. If you disagree, raise your hand. Okay, sorry, Keith, no supporter. This is wrong. Why? Because these two are, according to your idea, Keith, they cannot simplify. So since, okay, it's not your fault. I haven't teach you this, so I wanted to go through this precisely because I haven't taught you all this. The only thing we can do is to reduce the size of the base. This is base 8, this is base 2. So I'm gonna deal with the 8 or the 2, since I told you I must reduce already. I deal with the 8 or 2 first. 8. I ask myself, is 8 one of the powers? That means can 2 raise to the something to become 8?
2 to the power of 3.
So quickly, instead of 8, you copy 2 cubed. The rest don't touch. I'm literally copying the entire question except I changed the 8 into 2 cubed. Can you see what I just did? Who knows the next step? So the base kind of look the same already, but I'm quite happy with this. So what's the next step?
Expand the left.
Expand the left. How to expand the left?
Like 2 then to the power of 3x minus 3.
Oh, good job. Excellent. Okay, you remember your rules. This is one of the rules that we learned now, right? If I got a to the b c, it becomes a to the bc like that, right? So that's the rule Keith wanted to use, and it's exactly correct. Okay, Clarice, tell me what's the next step.
Is it minus?
Sorry?
Like minus the power? I don't know.
Minus, no. See, we check the bases. Did we finally get equal bases?
Yeah.
Same already, right? Just now, for the first few questions, when the base are the same, very happy already. What do? You just need to compare the
Power.
So what do I write next? Read me the whole sentence.
3x minus 3 equals to x plus 2.
Then this one, I'm sure all of you can finish, right? Okay? I'm not going to go through every question, but just tell me quickly. What do I do with 65? Tell me the idea. Don't need to tell me the working. Tell me the idea. 65. It's easy. Somebody just tell me what to do. No need to do.
Make 4 2 to the power of 2.
Excellent. Okay, skip. How do I deal with 66? It's a bit difficult now. I might want to go through 66. Any idea? So you must, you can play with the calculator. You must ask yourself, 36 and 216 can be what number raised to another? What common number raised to something? Is it 2 to the something, 3 to the something, 4 to the something? You must do 6 to the something.
Yes.
Good idea. 6 to the what? What can I rewrite?
6 to the power of 2 for 36.
Very good.
And 6 to the power of 3. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Izan also said the same thing.
Oh, is that it? I haven't opened my chat, sorry. My chat. Yeah, can. So after that, y'all know how to do already? I didn't finish up, but y'all know how to do? Can? If you can, raise your hand. Yeah, it's the same thing over and over again, okay? But 67 is worth discussing. 67 is harder now. Why is 67 hard? Because there's 1/9. And a lot of students don't like fraction. So who has an idea? Eventually, for question 67, eventually what kind of base will they land on? Actually, I want to open another notepad, it's easier. Hang on. Okay, that is easier. Sorry. Okay, carry on. So 67, who has an idea eventually what base will it be? That means later, before I compare the index, I need the same base. What kind of base could it be eventually? Any is that say 3 to the something lah? Right? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that eventually both sides is 3 to the something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But now the difficulty is 1/9. Sometimes people get very stressed out for 1/9. They don't know how to make it normal. You know, this is fraction. Anybody has an idea how I can rewrite 1/9? The rest I copy. Because the right side already 3 to the something already. Who has an idea what I can rewrite 1/9 as? Is then if you type 3 to the -3 is wrong. Because you can just verify on the calculator. You all can type 3 to the power of -3, must bracket the -3. You all got calculator and type 3 to the power of -3 and check lor. If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. So I want all of you to play around your calculator and tell me how I can rewrite 1/9. 1/9 can become what?
3 to the power of -2.
Luke say 3 to the power of -2. Anybody agree, disagree?
I made that mistake multiple times.
Sorry, I couldn't catch the last sentence.
I can see where Izan is coming from. It's just that he made a mistake.
I also know where Izan is coming
Yeah.
from. He
Yeah,
thought
he-
that cube is times 3, right? It's the common mistake, man.
Yeah.
When I
That's
was
why I
young,
say I also-
you know, when I was young, we thought this, right? Everybody thought this. At some point in your life, everybody thought this. So I cannot blame you. I just want you to get better. Izan, you understand what I'm saying? 5 square, is it 10?
No.
Yeah. So 3 square, 3 cube, is it 9?
No.
So I'm okay because you kind of knew it, but the correct one is 3 to the -2. Who don't know how I got 3 to the -2? Raise your hand. It's okay, I'll teach. Who knows how I got 3 to the -2? You really must know. Don't be shy. If you don't know, next time you still don't know. Like question 68, you cannot do already. So, you all know, then I'll move on. So after I get this step, can you all finish up? Can? Can same, all the same step, it's always the same step, okay? 68. Eventually it will be, what should it be? Both sides. What is the base on both sides? It's a nice normal number one. No negative, no fraction. Both sides should be what base?
2.
2. Correct. So left side is 2 to the what?
Negative. Oh, left side is 1.
1. Yeah. So left side is 2 to the 1. I just want you to know that 2 equals 2 to the 1. Equals. Now the right side is a bit troublesome. Not very easy to deal with. Okay, I want somebody to help if you can.
2 to -4.
Inside the bracket, is it?
Yep.
Wait,
no.
You all can try. You all can all try. And this is starting to be hard. 60 hours starting to be hard. This one I'll just work it out quickly. This is the previous question. I want you all to take some time to think about this one. Hey, don't take too long. I'm letting you all think for a while. Is it Keith who said 2 to the -4 is almost there already?
Is it -4x?
Okay, I'll let the class try to agree or disagree. Do agree? Anybody else? Y'all can disagree? I never say it's correct yet. Why so silence for so long? Who disagree? Raise your hand. Okay, who don't know, raise your hand. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, it's okay. This is hard. So I just okay. Anyway, this is correct. I mean the -2 end up still must copy. So this is correct. So Luke and Keith, I believe Keith will write to identify it. But how do we do it? You don't need to panic, man. You all can slowly. So you have 1/16 to the x. You can write it as 1/2 to the 4x. Is it reasonable to write like that? Is this okay? Because I just literally changed the 16 to 2 to the 4. Okay, I slow down some more. Don't copy this. I slow down some more. 2 to the 4 bracket to the x. Are you all okay with this? Okay, raise your hand. This one is reasonable, because I know 2 to the 4 is 16, right? Then I can expand the inside. So this step must be reasonable. Now, it's downstairs, right? Remember downstairs, jump upstairs. What can I do? Instead of 1/2, I reciprocate the number. So it's 2 to the what? Hey, 2 to the what? We got it already. That's the answer, right? -4x. That's what they said, right? So yes, this whole thought process can happen in your head. If cannot, please copy down the working. We're fine. With or without working is fine. Your exam, you don't need working. You can get straight to this. That means if you went like that, also can. Okay, eventually, they expect your indices skills to be so good that you can see through these 3 steps. If you're okay with this, raise your hand. Okay, good. Xianghui is coming in. Xianghui, first 20 minutes quite intense. You must go online and watch it, okay? Xianghui.
Yeah.
I recorded already, but we are continuing, so you'll catch on a bit. You'll catch on a bit along the way. But first few minutes, you must go and watch. Masa, I'll check on you. Okay? So we were here now. We are at 68 already. So try to keep up. Anyway, all this working is copied already. If not, you'll go to YouTube and watch. Now, after that, we realize it's the same. I can change it to this. This can combine. What's the eventual power? Somebody read to me. As I expanded the exponents.
8x.
Excellent. What's the next step? What's the next step?
8x equals 1.
Very good. 8x equals 1. So x equals easy, right? Read to me, someone quickly.
1/8.
Very good. And we are getting the hang of it. So we will soon find that things are getting a lot easier. Okay, 69. Same question, same style. Eventually, what is the base? So Xianghui, I was telling them, this kind of equation question, you need both sides to be the same base. Base means the big number. So for question 68, the base became the big 2. The 2 is the same on both sides. Then you can compare the power. Did you learn that in school already?
Yeah.
Xianghui? Yes or no?
Hello.
Have you learned kind of this a bit? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so 69, what is the base that left and right side must end up with?
6.
6, right? So we're aiming for 6. Is there a way to merge the left hand side here? Because that's why I unmerged. Who knows?
Yeah.
What is it? If you don't read it out.
6. 3, the power of 3m plus -m.
3m plus -m. Agree, disagree? Agree, raise your hand. Okay, correct. Right side left. Somebody else read me what? 6 to the what? If you can mentally work it out, even better. 6 to the what?
6 to the 2.
6 to the 2. Oh no, the whole thing. It is inside 6 to the 2, but I want to expand in one step, save time.
The power of minus.
Hmm?
6 to the power of negative 2m.
Very good. So what do we have? Next step. Correct already, but next step.
2m equals negative 2m.
And then you cancel. So this question is undefined. Okay, and it is okay that questions come out like that. Okay, because you cancel the m means nothing. You cannot solve it, unsolvable.
2 equals negative 2.
Yeah, which is wrong, which is mathematically wrong. So the answer is undefined. There is no answer. Okay.
Why become 6 to the power of negative 2?
Sorry.
Why become 6 to the power of negative 2?
For here is it?
Yeah.
Because okay, 36 to the negative m. Is it reasonable to write this as 6 squared to the negative m? Because 36 is indeed 6 square.
Oh.
Alright, then how do I expand? I merge. So it becomes negative 2m. You got it? Yeah. Can. Okay. 70 is hard. 70 I purposely made it a bit weird looking. Who knows the trick? Who can see past the trick already? We're at 70 now. Who can see past the trick to know what we're heading towards? What are you trying to do?
Change the 0.1 to 1/10.
That's a good start. Okay, so later we can get here. Left hand side easier, quite basic.
Minus 3
1.
x.
Then to the Clarice, say again.
Minus 3x plus x.
Excellent. Okay, so this one I can combine myself. This negative 2x. Who can help me with the right hand side? This one also not difficult.
10 to the power of negative 1.
Okay, who disagree? Raise your hand. Okay lah. Can lah. Correct. Are we okay already from here? Easy already or not? All can do. So I give you this set of questions to teach you that no matter how ugly it looks like, every time you solve indices unknown, it's only one method. It's only one method. Both sides same base, compare. So you must hit the same base first. Okay, we're finishing up already. 71. How about I give everybody 3 minutes to do and show me working? You try? And go 3 minutes. Not easy, but it's the same thing. Not easy, but it's all the same thing. You just need to be careful with your laws and don't mess up anything. Ethan, answer is wrong. Your approach is kind of okay. Your handwriting is quite bad, Ethan. I can't see properly, but your approach is okay. The base that you want to go towards is okay. The rest of you, don't worry. This is very difficult. Could be around extreme case already. So if you get this in examines, this is almost the hardest already. Okay, Luke can't do. The rest, if you are still working, raise your hand, give us more time. I said 3 minutes, but still working. Okay, try.
Wait, when done, I send in the group.
You can send the group, it's not a test. Don't worry. Okay, Xianghui still start. Let's have 30 more seconds. I will review the answer, then you can see if you got anywhere. Those of you who are stuck, we can check first. What is the base that both sides will end up becoming? You can type or say. Because you must identify that first, then you can start doing.
9.
9 is not the correct base. You cannot do 9 because you must ask yourself, 9 to the what equals 243? Is there something? If you were trying 9, no wonder you all got it wrong. Cannot. 9 squared, 81. 9 cube already explode already. 9 cube like 700 already. Now you then say 3. 3 is the base. 3 is the base that you want to get to. So how do I work? 3 to the something lah. Bracket k plus 2 divide by 3. This one obviously is squared. 1 minus 2k equals 3 squared. This is the first step. This question mark, of course, you can use calculator to verify. So I don't know how you. Those of you who were stuck, if you had this, I don't think you will be so stuck anymore. Maybe we'll try again. If you have an answer, just read it out. I'll tell you this.
Are we supposed to like guess the power, like use guess and check?
I usually just guess and check because it cannot be too big one.
Okay.
You try lah. You try 3 cube, 3 to the 4. You're roughly there already. Of course, it must be whole number. You must hit something soon. It won't go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 one.
So it's like confirm must be whole number.
Must be whole number. So you must have an idea. So okay, this 243 a bit hard because we are not used to 243. So just now I also use my calculator, but I tried on the third try, I got it already. Right. So usually you get 81. It's 9 square. All those very easy. Or 16. Is 2 to the 4. Or 25 is 5 square. All this 49, 7 square. Those things we know now. Keys. You see, if your answer come out to 3 over 4.5, it's so ugly. What have I taught you all before? Keith sent me an answer. His answer is negative 3 over 4.5. Even if it's correct, you lose marks because it's too ugly already. You cannot have decimal inside your answer. So who knows what advice I will give? Those of you who have been with me, I will tell you what to do. I told you before what to do. What would you do? Hey, nobody knows. Keith, you know not? What do you do when your answer is too ugly for a while? It don't need to be so ugly forever. I think you are correct. You know what to do now, Keith? Don't know. Just type in the calculator, press enter. Let the calculator simplify for you. I told you this before, right? Yeah. So Keith, after you ask the calculator, what's the answer?
-2/3.
That's actually correct. Okay, Keith is correct. But when I look at working, my question is, how do you know 9 to the power of 2.5 is 243? Because honestly, I also don't know.
I use calculator to guess.
So you guess all the decimal places. Did you try
Oh.
9 to the 2.4, 9 to the 2.2?
I tried 9 to the
Oh, then you go halfway lah, is it?
I put halfway.
Oh, quite ingenious lah, but okay lah, guys. I will show you what I'm doing. So just now that question mark is 5 lah. Right, 3 to the 5th power is 243. You all can check the calculator. Now, 3, so I must go 5k plus 10 lah. Divide by 3, 2 minus 4k equals 3 squared. If I give you this, are you all okay to finish up already? Can you all, everybody take this and finish up? I want to see all your working. So keep your working might not be acceptable because we don't learn 9 to the 2.5. That's crazy, and you need an advanced brain to think about that. Okay, how come still a bit wrong, Xianghui? Aiyo, Xianghui, sec 1 mistake.
I forgot the bracket, right?
You know, bracket, so the minus mess up everything. This is legit lah. To you sec 1 already.
Oh.
Keith got it. Good. Okay, Keith did mental sums, but never cock up lah. Can lah. Is that okay? The answer is negative 2/3. Luke and Clarice, let me know if you are okay. Those of you who are done can finish up with last one on 72. Then we are done already. Then we'll move on to the worksheet. This is no doubt a hard chapter.
Wait, I'm facing a bit of trouble.
You can ask me for help or you can look at your friend's stuff.
No, I think I made a bit of a small mistake. I'm not sure where. But it's like,
If you really cannot, then show me.
yeah. No, I think I can. I just need to find where I made the mistake. Okay, I found it.
Okay. Clarice, did you get some? Oh, you did already. Yeah. Same thing, Clarice. -6/9 is good. But if you don't have the habit of simplifying, automatically you type in the calculator. Right? Because you don't want to throw away the final marks just like that. Not worth it. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So type log 6/9, see what happens. If it's still 6/9, then that's the answer. If they reduce it simpler for you, use it. Just like Keith earlier, Keith had the -3/4, something like that. This one is correct, but you lose 1 mark. So it's not worth it. Okay. Then Luke also can. Okay, Luke can.
Okay, I'm just making my way to answer.
Okay, the rest 72 go. So 72 same base, very easy. Quite lucky. Okay, looks good. No worries. 72, last question. Okay. This kind of question, I think 3 minutes is reasonable. And if you have an answer, let me know. Then later after this, I will teach you how to check. Wow, Izan, congrats, fast and correct. Happy for you, Izan. Except your math, the A math homework, you only 2 weeks. Key answer is not correct. Hey, Keith, you made a mistake that you used to always make. You copy wrong. You copied a number wrongly, mathematically flawless. And I'm not scolding you, but you cannot do that. You're killing yourself. This is your eye problem. 真的是眼睛的问题. You just see wrongly. You know where?
No.
Find it. Go find it. No, in exam you also must find. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the other page already. I suppose you are okay with this. Oops. Going. Key can find it.
No.
Look, you copied 17 become 12. Your last step, your last line. How come 17 become 12?
Huh?
Luke,
Wait, what you mean? Wait. No, I wrote 17 in the n equals negative.
no, Luke is correct. I'm saying Keith.
Oh, okay.
Keith, you do everything nicely. Then your n is negative 4 divided by 12. Where do you get 12 from? Isn't it 17? According to your working.
It's 12n plus 5n.
You did it already. That's why you had 17. I can see your working. You did it. Right, Keith, you have 17n plus 8 equals 4. You already scored most of the marks already. Then you have this.
Oh,
Hey, I know you have been doing well, but you need to slap yourself, dude. Not physically, Why? Right. If you lose this kind of exam marks, you should cry. A1 become B3. Right, okay lah. Those who submitted actually looking okay. Paris, you got it very nicely. Luke, your handwriting is bad as usual. And when I see your answer, I might have thought your answer is 4 over 17 because you go and minus and then you cancel a bunch. Next time, can you cancel the whole thing and write your final answer nicely?
Ah, okay. I actually
Yeah.
wrote
No, I
17
know.
over
I can
4.
see your minus, but it's not easy to see. So if the examiner marking fast, they will just pretend it's not there or they don't know it's there. So you cancel the whole thing, write negative 4 over 17. Don't cancel midway of the answer. This is the final answer really, man. Present it nicely, okay? Can or
Can.
Okay, I believe we are okay with this short exercise. Then your other homework, I know there's a lot, but good for you. Your other homework is test 3. So over here, which one do you think you need help with? Yeah. Which one do you think you need help with? Those who did. If you haven't done, I cannot help you. You have to do it another day.
I can't get A, like 1A.
1A. Okay, we'll do 1A. Yeah, you all just shoot because I think today we can
it's
try to
glitching out
wrap
a
it. Let me finish. I think today if we can wrap up indices once and for all, I think it's good progress. Then next lesson we will start the next one. So next chapter, who is in the next chapter already? Coordinate geometry.
I finished already.
What? So fast?
Yeah.
I
Ayo.
think we are skipping indices first.
Okay. Whose school is past indices? Raise your hand. Okay. Coordinate geometry, thankfully, is easier than this. Paris, are you struggling with coordinate geometry or you think it's fine?
I just need to revise.
Okay. Coordinate geometry also a lot of practice. But coordinate geometry is a lot of lower set stuff. You need your y equals mx plus c. You need your gradient. Right? So I don't think I want to rush into that. I think indices is 10 times harder. And what's worse is indices, you'll get tested for indices in AMAP and EMAP. So it's worth it to get good at this. Because the same skill transfers between A and EMAP. In fact, the question can be equally difficult. Just that AMAP, they can convert to certs, then they ask you certs question. You need to rationalize. Those taking AMAP, the only extra thing from indices for A and AMAP is in AMAP, you need to use certs and rationalize certs. So those not taking AMAP won't understand what I'm saying, but the rest you should know. So I would need, if I need to, I will spend more time here on indices. Then next lesson, coordinate geometry, I can teach it in one lesson, and then y'all can do the practice and practice stuff. Who's school already on the next one, which is functions? No, right? There is no, haven't, right? Your school just finished this, is it?
Yeah.
Just finished coordinate. So I think they will give you some worksheet and class test and whatever. I don't think they will hit the next one so soon. So I think we are safe to do coordinate geometry next week. And then unfortunately, next chapter is super hard. Functions. Okay. And then after that, okay already. This in sec 3, the hard chapter, I think indices is hard. I think functions is hard. Function is the chapter where you have to draw a lot of graphs and not just quadratic, you know. Because earlier we learned quadratic, your smalley, saddy, right? Nothing much. And then it will show up in function again, but in function you'll get this kind of graph. This kind. You'll get this kind. This kind done already. You'll get this kind. Exponential. You'll get, what else will we get? We get this kind of graph. Weird stuff. So after functions, the rest of the chapters are very easy. So y'all must deal with it and endure through indices and functions, and then y'all probably can score well for sec 3. Okay. Anyway, back to this. I see a list of questions. Wait, one by one. Clarice said 1A, and then somebody said 2, 3, 4, 5. That's every 2, 3, 4 also. Xianghui, 4 is calculator.
Oh, yeah, but I couldn't.
Okay, we'll talk about it a bit. Hey, sorry. I forgot. So distracted. I forgot. I was going to teach you how to verify your answer. You see, we take this 71 as an example. Just now, 71's answer was, what was it? Negative 2/3, right? Is it? Yeah. These kind of questions, you easily can check. You easily can check whether you were correct or wrong. And you must do it. Please do it every single time in an exam. So this one, right? So all you need to do is type the entire expression into the calculator, but you change your k into what? Your answer, which is
Negative 2/3.
everybody try. So what? Okay, if it's successful, what do you expect come out of the calculator?
9.
Yes. Can everybody go and try? This is important, because in indices, sometimes you spend 10 minutes and you hate it that you don't know you're correct or wrong. So you just type. So be careful when you type. I'll show you how I type. I type 243 to the power of bracket negative 2/3 plus 2 close this power, like that. And then divide by, just copy 9 to the power of bracket 1 minus 2 bracket again for safety, like that. Then press enter. If you get 9, type OK. And this will take you like 10 seconds only. And isn't it shock? You type, you get 9, you type the left hand side, get the right hand side. It's damn shock. And you can do the same technique for every single question. So this tutorial, I don't want to give answers. You make your own answers, okay? Because either you get it or not. If you don't get it, ask me for help. If you get it, then you already check yourself already. So type the whole thing, press enter, get 9. 3 kids got it already. Luke is in the toilet, is it? Clarice, let us know if you can get 9.
Wait, how?
Oh, just literally type log. You know I'm talking about question 71, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're supposed to type is, you go to a calculator, type 243 to the power, bracket, negative 2/3. Why? Because I found k to be negative 2/3 already. I must sub it in.
Oh,
test.
okay.
You cannot type k. Then type everything. Then there's another k, you must sub negative 2/3. Just now I use extra brackets for safety. Because in calculator, sometimes you get a bit confused. The expansion on that. So just put bracket, the brackets will help you expand. Can?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the best way, in fact the only way you check every answer. And it works for every single question, you see? Anything You want to test this one? How would you test 68? Somebody tell me, how would I test whether I got the answer for 68? What's the answer? Answer was 1/8, right? So I just type the right hand side in, change x to 1/8. Can I do it? Can everybody check 68? So of course you are hoping you get 2. Can? Okay, there's one more to test. 67, you'll think about how to test. Those who are still doing 68 is okay. If you tested 68, let me know. There is Ken, Keith, Xianghui, Izan. Can, okay. Now 67, you need to be think a bit smart. You need to be, not very hard. How do you test 67? To make sure you're 100% correct. Somebody talk to me. The answer that we got for 67 is supposed to be, check, let me think, negative 2/3. This is the tentative answer. I'm hoping it's correct. What do I do? Somebody try. Just tell me what to do. It's not that crazy hard. It's a bit different, but it's not that crazy hard. Nobody knows.
Wait, trying.
No, I want you to tell me what to do. Don't try. Just tell me what to do. Tell me what you think you should do.
The right minus the left should be 0.
That's one step ahead. It's not wrong. So Keith said you type this minus this and press enter. You get 0. That's good. That's actually okay. You understand what he just did, right? Because you jump it to the left, if x equals y, he's doing x minus y equals 0. So he's saying that he tested out in the calculator, press enter should be 0. That's fine. That's totally okay. Y'all follow that? Raise your hand. No need to do, just if you follow the idea. Okay. Another way, usually what I do is, I just type the left hand side Then I remember You type literally the left hand side, pretending the answer is 0.152, pretend whatever Then you type the right hand side If it's 0.152, you're okay. You understand? Understand, right? Yeah, and this checking don't need to show working because it's for your own comfort. You're checking to feel confident about yourself. Very Xianghui, okay, right? Whichever checking method. Okay, we're moving on already. Okay, so back to just now, you all want to talk about 5, 6, 7. That's every question. Okay, we'll do every question then. Okay, 1A. Okay, the printing is not great, the scanning wasn't great, I bet. But let's see. We are doing this A to the 4, B to the cube, C to the 5 to the 1/3 times A to the 5th, B to the 7 to the -1. That's the question. Okay. So how do we go about doing this? Okay, I would expand lah. I would expand. It's a bit ugly, but I will just do it. This expansion, if you can't follow, you have to be quick with the calculator lah. Like 3 times 1/3, for example, if you all were struggling with 3 times 1/3, don't gamble. Okay? Don't try. You all use calculator. Are you all okay with the first expansion? This one easy, right? Now I'm merging them. So the like factors can merge. The A guy and the A guy will meet. The B guy and the B guy will meet. The C guy has no friend. Okay, so what do I get out of it? I get A to the 4/3. Okay, y'all tell me what do I do next if I'm trying to merge already? A to the 4/3, then what? Hey, somebody. I'm merging the red color.
Plus -5.
You can write plus -5/4, but if you want to be fast, you can straight away write 5/4. Okay, doesn't matter. Now I'm doing the turquoise, guys. So B to the what? Somebody, same thing. Clarice can say again also.
1 minus 7/4.
Very good, improve already. Yeah. And then C cannot do anything, copy. Okay. They want positive index, so not done so soon. I need to quickly use calculator. This one, don't waste time using your brain. I know y'all can use your brain. I also can, but the calculator is faster. Just press calculator. Don't waste your time. What is it? A to the what?
One over
Sorry? 1/2.
12.
1/12. Okay. B to the
-3/4.
yes. C, just copy lah. Is this the final answer? Yes or no?
No,
Why?
the negative.
Because the question did say I want positive indices only. So who is the culprit? Who must I deal with?
B.
B. So he must jump downstairs lah. So this is the answer. Right? Are we okay with this? Clarice can?
Yeah.
Okay, can really can if you cannot, I'll upload lah. So you can come and rewatch. Okay, that was 1A. 2. Izan also asked me through us. Y'all can text me during the week. It's okay, I'll reply. Anyway, he was asking this, so I told him for question 2. I know I'm looking for x to the 6. Don't worry so much first. This alone, you need to make it more accessible, more user friendly. Which part of this equation is a bit nasty right now? That we wish we can deal with it earlier. The earlier, the better.
The -3.
The negative index. So what do we do? Knowing that I want to fix the negative index. What do I write?
To 1/x².
Okay. That was good. Now, those of you with me lower sec, I told you all the underground tunnel. How do I tunnel this to make it very fast? Very, very, very quick. How do I find x? Okay, I'll just tell you. Okay, Clarice, you haven't heard of this. If you have a fraction and a whole number, you can use the secret technique of underground tunnel. in which the denominator and the whole number can trade places. Have you seen something like that before? I think only Clarice ever heard of this before.
Oh,
Clarice, do you know this works?
no.
It's super fast, very powerful. You know when you use this now? For example, you go physics. Physics, we go. Hey, do you take physics?
No.
Okay, change. We use distance. You know, the distance equals speed times time, right? Distance over speed equals time, right?
Yeah.
So how do we use this technique? Let's say I know distance is 20 km over, I don't know how much time, the speed was 70 km per hour. So T is how many hours? If you know this technique, it's one
70.
step. Huh?
70.
No, I want time. Now I want time. So I said distance over time equals speed. Right now I'm using this.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. So if you know the tunnel, what is the answer?
Twenty divided by 70.
Yeah. So T equals 20 over 70. Yeah, that's the answer lah. Yeah, so this is useful. It saves you one step lah. So it's no big deal, but you know, if you get good at it, one step is one step. One step for every question is a lot of steps. Right? So if we knew that, the answer not right now is this. And this is very nice. But we look at that, we haven't gotten near the answer. I need x to the 6. But would you know that x to the 6 actually is just x cubed whole thing square? Do you all agree with this? So what is the answer?
1/5 whole thing cube.
Why?
No, whole thing square.
Whole thing square. So Keith wanted this, and it's
You know.
correct. Yeah, it's correct. Why no? Whole thing square ma? Because I'm squaring the x cube ma. But that's not the final answer. How do I write the final answer?
Is it
Hey, easy, come on.
2/25?
Wow, 2/25. Need to get scolded.
It's 2/5.
Wow, 2/5. Get more scolding.
Huh?
I need to scold you. Why so many people disappear? I'm gonna scold him. You must listen.
Wait, I thought it's 1/25.
Exactly. So why am I gonna scold Keith?
Oh, okay.
Because he thought square is times 2 again. Right, Keith? No, square is times 2. Is it? I give you $10, ask you want to square it or times 2, what would you do?
Square it.
Why would you square? But you thought square and times 2 is the same thing, right? Is it the same thing or not?
No.
Of course not. Then how come just now you went to 2/5? How come below is 5? Many levels of wrong. What were you thinking?
The indices, like the power.
The power must go into top and bottom.
Yeah.
Right? So okay lah. Clarice is correct. That's the answer. Okay? Can? Moving on. Question 3. Question 3, they told us x to the a equals 5. That's all they told us. Nothing much. Right? Then they asked me, what is x to the 3a? I need to force this thing to show up. I need to force x to the a to show up. Once x to the a shows up, I can change it to 5. So anybody has any idea how I can rewrite this to make x to the a show up? Somebody say something if you have it. Nobody?
Do you like power the 5?
You power the 5. No. I'm saying I'm not touching the top. I'm saying I manipulate this to show up x to the a. That means I'm trying to make x to the a come up, pop up from here. Right now, I don't have x to the a. Right now, I got x to the 3a. So I can do some manipulating to make x to the a come out. Then I can use the 5. So don't talk about the 5 yet. If you don't know how to do at all, raise your hand. It's okay, I'm just gonna teach. I don't want to take too long. Okay lah, I'm gonna teach lah, okay? This is what you do. Is it okay to write x to the 3a as x to the a whole thing cube? Is this legal? Am I messing anything up? Am I changing any number, any value? No, right? It's okay, right? It's legal, right? I'm using one of the laws, huh? So what's the answer? I saw already. I got what I want already. What's the answer?
3A. Wait, I don't know.
It's okay that you don't know. Who wants to try? I'm highlighting it and I'm making it very obvious for you to get the answer.
3, 5,
3, 5, 35?
5 cube.
Yes. Because I knew it, ma. Because this is this. So this is this. Correct? Then 5 cube, just press calculator like 125 lor. Can? Can? So B is quite similar. B is quite similar. I let y'all do B. I start with x to the negative 2a. I want to make it look like x to the a to something like, I don't know to what. So that I can change it to 5 again. It's exactly the same working. Please go and try it out. Exactly the same method. You can reference A and figure out B. Okay. Who is stuck already? You can raise your hand. I just want to know who is still working, to see who is still working, who is already stuck. Okay, all working. Give you a bit more time. Five to the negative 2. 5 to the negative 2, 0.05. I think it is. Okay lah. I see correct answers. Good. All correct. Very good. Who am I still missing? Xiang Hui, can
Make a message when you do.
Okay lah, never mind. If it's careless, I'll move on. You okay?
Yeah, okay, I'm getting there already.
Okay. This 4, how do you not mess up? Just don't do everything together, lor. You see, for 4A, Xianghui, if you struggle to get the answer, maybe you can type the numerator. This one, I think we can, all of us can easily type without mistake, right? Just bracket the right places, right?
Yeah.
So it's the bottom that is very stressful. So what do I do? Personally, what I do? I'm not saying this, I don't think it's the best method because you need some skills. But that's what I'll do. Bottom, for the bottom. What I will do is I will type this. I will type 34.478 divided by bracket 5.34 times 10 to the 4 and press answer first. So I get something. So what am I doing? I'm doing what's inside the cube root first. Okay. Then I press next line. I press cube root answer. You know how to use the answer key, right? It's very useful. Cases like that, I do that. Then I get the equals. I call it Q. Q is the denominator already. Right? Then now you can even type the blue part. The blue part you can type now. You can type bracket square root of bracketed 3.5 times 10 to the 7 plus 5 to 5 and close bracket, sorry, plus 584 pi, close the bracket, divide by answer again. Right? You know how I'm using the answer key?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't need to keep copying all the 5, 7 SF, copy until like crazy. You can do it. I didn't copy anything now. I just use my brain and be smart about the steps, right? Can?
Yeah.
So usually this kind of calculated question, very little marks. People usually don't have problem with it. So if you didn't know now, you know that. Okay. 5 is hard. 5 is hard. I suppose nobody could do 5. So first thing when I saw 5, I can copy it down once, but can y'all see what I see for question 5? There's something I keep seeing is very eye-catching. Very prominent feature of this whole expression. I know this expression is hard. And most of you, if you don't know how to get the answer, probably means you don't even know how to start. You don't know whether should I split this, divide this first, you don't know what's going on. What is something I can keep seeing? Somebody say something. It's very obvious, something I keep seeing. I see it 4 times.
5.
Yes, I see 5, but that's not good enough. I can see a bit more than that.
Oh, 5 and then power 2x.
5 to the 2x, exactly. So 5 to the 2x is the guy I want to focus on. Because I can keep seeing it. So hopefully, I don't know where it's going to go, but maybe I can cancel them at some point. So this is my first step. Anyway, as I said, this is a hard question, so you all don't need to worry too much. Now, is it reasonable that I write this for the first term on the numerator? Is it correct? Or y'all don't know what I just did? Who knows what I just did? Who don't know what I just did? Who knows where is Izen? Izen, do you know where you were? Do you know where you went?
I was here the whole time, just that.
Yeah. You were here the whole time, but do you know I won't know you were here the whole time? Right? Does it make sense? I'm not scolding you. Does it make sense? Like you know you were there, but nobody else know you were there.
Okay.
Right? Okay. I'm not scolding you. Just don't do that. Okay? Now, since nobody know what I just did, let me break it down. What if I rewrote the first term? I'm just doing the first term. I'm just doing this guy. What if I wrote it like that? Are you okay that I just wrote this? Is it reasonable that I just wrote this? Who can see what I just did? Who agree with what I just did? Who don't know what I just did? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. You see, if I say 5a times 5b, most of you know what it becomes. Tell me.
5a plus b.
5 to the a plus b, right? Now, ignore this thing ever showed up. If I ask you 5 to the a plus b, who knows? I mean, isn't it obvious now I can just copy? Right? So what is the difficulty? Most people are comfortable using the law the forward direction, but many people are not comfortable doing the law the backward direction. But it's the same, right? If x equals 5, 5 equals x. You must be comfortable going forward and backwards, right? So can you see that what I just did was I just applied the first rule, but in the backward direction. That means I split things up. I split over here. Oops. Oops. What did I do? It was a plasma. So I split it up this way. So it becomes a times. And then I split the base up. So it's 5 to the something times 5 to the something. Who now understand what I just did? Who still don't know what I just did? It's okay. Luke, you don't know, is it?
Okay. I think now I know, yeah.
Okay, so basically I'm splitting lah. So when the index of plasma, you can split them up into the two bases, 5 to the something times 5 to the something. Okay, so it's a times here. Now I do the second term. It should be minus 5 to the 2x divided by 5 squared. If you understood the front, see, I changed the minus into a divide in which I must write the base 2 times. It's 5 to the something divided by. It's the same. I'm reversing the second law. Who follows? So Luke and Izan, you follow now? Okay, can I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Y'all take your time. Divide. Okay, who can tell me what is the breakdown, the separation of the next one? The bottom left, this guy. Try. Wrong, never mind. Must try. Somebody, just be courageous. Wrong, never mind. Okay, Clarice saying 5. Sorry, 5 to the
2x divided by 5 to the 1.
Very good, right? You got it. Minus, who can tell me the last one? Almost there already. You're getting the hang already.
5 to the power of 2x times 5 to the power of 5 squared.
All correct. Very good. So this is the important step. It's ugly now, but let's see something very nice. So what I'm going to do, let 5 to the 2x be q. Okay? Because it's so ugly, I don't know how to deal with it. But I keep seeing 5 to the 2x. I can write them in a simpler way. If ever I need to change back, I change back so I can get this. Are you okay with this? I'm just copying the whole sentence without the 5 to the 2x. I changed all to q. Who follow? Raise your hand. Dude, what happened to your camera again, dude? Why, Luke? Is there a problem with your face?
No, not really.
Or your camera or your internet?
No.
Okay, so new rule. Nobody clicks stop video. Ever. Okay, let's carry on.
Wait. How do you get 25 again?
The top one or the bottom one?
Oh wait, never mind.
Right, bottom one is 5 square, man. I mean top one also 5 square, but one is divided, one is times. So I must write accordingly. Can? Yeah. Now, cleaning up. This is back to sec 1, sec 2 work. I just need to clean up nicely. Maybe I can make the denominator the same. See what happens. So maybe I can do top one is over 25. So I must get 125q minus q over, below I must make the base 5. Q minus 125q. Right, then, okay, why don't you all do that? Y'all do. I don't do this. It's really sec 2, just simplification of algebraic fraction. No, nothing much, nothing fancy. Just clean it up first, and then we'll see where it's going. Okay, go everyone. Still got 2 questions to go through. I think we can make it. Okay? 15, 12 minutes. You all try your best. I will give you all one minute for this. A lot of lower sec skills you need now. Now no more indices already. Hey, come on, come on. We need some lot of sec 1, sec 2 skills. A lot of it. Okay, the first one to send me something, I'll go through already, no time. First one to try something. Wrong, never mind.
Let's go.
Cannot take so long. I cannot take so long. Somebody tell me what I should do now. I'm going through already. Somebody tell me what I should do now.
Move up. I think you thought.
Hmm?
I think the move 5 up.
Okay, you are allowed. Okay, Keith, Xiang Hui knows this. Xiang Hui said it, right? Yeah, because I told him this in lower sec. You can bring this to the top. Then you also can
Bring the
25
down.
to the here. This is a good trick. It's not essential, but it's a good trick. Same thing, just ways that you can save time. So if I wrote down what he said, it is correct. It's like that. Anyway, this one also can simplify. This one is right. So easy, ma. Next step, answer already. Can see or not? What's the answer? What do I do now? Cancel a lot of cancellation. Cancel this whole thing. The negative, don't forget. 1, 5. Answer is negative 1/5. That's the answer. Y'all, I mean, I know I'm going fast. Can y'all understand what I just did? Understand, raise your hand. No need to master, just understand. Y'all can rewatch this, okay? Keith, can or not?
Yeah. Can.
Okay. Quick. 6. 6 looks a bit harder. Okay, to make it clean up first, I show you how I clean up straight away. I copied the question once. Usually when I copy, I'm also thinking a bit. I'm seeing what I can do. For this one, it's not very obvious what I can do. So my plan is to bring all the denoms go up. All the denoms go up. That's my plan, okay? So my x is still, to the 4n is still there, and I've never touched it. I get to subtract the index for the bottom. right? And then the y, the 2n minus 2 is still there, then I must subtract the denoms index. Are you okay with this step? It's messy still, but it's correct. I basically jump all the denominator to the top by negativing the exponents, right? Then I just clean up a bit more. X to the 2n plus 2, y to the 2n minus 4. Okay, ready? That's the answer. That's A and B. This is A, this is B. Hence, find an expression of A over B lah. Then just do A over B lah. This over this lah. Right. So it's 2n plus 2 over 2n minus 4. Can cancel a bit lah. Is this the answer? I think so. Right. You follow, raise your hand. You don't follow, raise your hand. Oh wait, Clarice okay or not? Right, because we found this to be A ma, and this to be B ma. So I'm just taking A divided by B. That's what they want. Whatever they want, I give. They said I want A over B. Then the rest is just every term can divide by 2 lah. This is basic simplification. Can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 7, last 5 minutes. Okay, a man invested a bunch of money. So this is about interest lah. It's a 3-monthly interest, right? Which means I must be careful with the formula lah. Okay, we can write down the formula first. I try to remember. Something like that. I think it's correct. Okay, so I just need to fill in the blanks, fill it correctly. They're giving me 2.88% per annum, but per annum means what? Somebody say.
1 year.
Per year.
Every year, yeah.
Per year ma. So as I rewrite this sentence and I'm filling it up, I cannot write 2.88 here. This is wrong. Right? Y'all know this is wrong, right? So once I put up here, I must check how frequent is the payout lah. Every 3 months. 1 year got how many 3 months?
4.
4 times ma. So I must divide the rate by 4 because I'm receiving a benefit. I'm receiving something nice every 3 months. So out of 1 year, I receive it 4 times. Right? Then I'm doing this for 30 months. So how many 3 months are there in 30 months?
10.
10 times, that's the answer. You got it? Remember, the inside number represents the interest rate you get for that time interval. In this case, for 3 months, every 3 months, I earn a quarter of 2.88 lah. Then the outside number is not number of years, it's number of intervals you experience. I get a payout every 3 months, I get for 30 months, I get 10 payouts. So I put 10. Who understand? Raise your hand. Xianghui can or not? Okay.
I'm still trying to.
Who has questions? Who has questions?
Wait, where did the 10 come from?
Because they invest for 30 months. Right? Because the N is meant to, you're meant to sub in how many intervals you get a payout.
So it's 30 divided by 3.
Yes.
Then the 4.
Because I get a payout every 3 months. That means 12 months, my reward is 2.88%. Right?
Yeah.
So 3 months, my reward is how much? I cannot get 2.88% per 3 months. It's too good already. My reward is 2.88% every 1 year, which is 12 months lah.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
okay. So this is always like that. The harder of this kind of questions is always like that. They change the payout period. Usually 1 year very easy lah. Payout per year very easy. Just throw in the numbers. You won't get this kind of questions in exam. Too easy. They will mess around. They can give you per month. They can give you this one is per quarter lah. Basically this is per quarter. The payout is every quarter. Who still has questions? No? Okay, if no question, your homework is test 1. I will type in the group chat to remind you, your homework is test 1. Next week, when we come together, I hope test 1 is largely doable. Okay, so that we will spend maybe 20 minutes to go through anything you can't do. And then I will teach coordinate geometry for the rest of the lesson. Okay, if you do your work early, you really can text me for help. I really can help you over the phone. Sometimes I think Ezen is doing that. Clarice sometimes does that. The rest, if you wait until tuition day, it's nothing wrong lah. Because I told you all can do that. But then, if I'm trying to teach you imagine next week I need to go through all 5 again. Not your fault lah, but then we will delay our coordinate geometry. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying, right? So you have my number. The group chat is for us to communicate lah and help each other lah. Any questions before I let y'all go? No, I will type your homework in the group chat so you don't forget. Ezen, stop asking me. If I type means got. If I never type, then you can come back and say, teacher, you never type, so I thought don't have. I will say, yeah, it's my fault. Okay? And okay lah. Today not bad lah. I hope I have covered. These are all very hard. These are all exam difficulty questions. I hope I covered most of it. You can rewatch the video to feel better. I hope, as I always say, you don't need to master this thing instantly. Nobody does that. Nobody is so genius. I couldn't do that when I was young. You need to know how it's done and practice and think about it. Don't remember the steps. You must think about what's happening. Those who like to remember steps will never do well. Okay? So watch the video again if you need. I hope we don't need to spend so much time on Indices anymore. Okay? If nothing else, I'll see most of you tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.